Welcome to Nerdmageddon.
Hello.
Sorry, that was really funny to me. Keep going, go ahead.
Hello, and welcome to Nerdmageddon here on KZLX LP Maryville. I am one of your hosts, Corey Herzog. With me, I have the man making fun of me.
I'm Simon Clark. I was laughing at. She missed the board a few times. It's okay. We all do it. It's fine.
Token blonde.
Thanks. Kenzie.
And last but never least,
Molly, who I guess doesn't get anything because...
I mean, the only tokens we have is the token blonde and the token boy.
That is true.
yeah.
We
That's
can't
true.
really have a token brunette when three of us are token brunettes.
Yeah.
Also, we're all wearing black shirts today.
That is true. We
Yes,
are.
underneath my
1980s
totally
jacket.
awesome 1990s jacket, we got pyrokinesis.
We did not plan that.
Nope.
It's cold, man. It's cold
is
out. We gotta
cold.
wear dark colors.
And then, like, two of us aren't wearing glasses while the other two are.
Yeah, I can actually, wear glasses with this mask. It's awesome.
Hey.
I love how we're all matching in different ways.
Especially those two with their masks.
Hey.
Media students.
I also have it in green.
Nice.
Same. But
Hey.
I'm wearing white today.
Yeah. So, moving on into nerd news, the Sherlock Holmes train is not stopping anytime soon. It looks like we'll be getting a Sherlock Jr. from Netflix.
It'll be interesting to see how they do Sherlock as a child, because they are facing, I don't think it's Netflix specifically, but, they are facing from Enola Holmes lawsuit from the Conan Doyle
Family.
estate that we talked about either last week or 2
It
weeks
was last
ago.
week.
It was last week.
Which
yeah.
I did find out that the reason specifically is, I don't know if we talked about this, it's because
Sherlock.
before 1920 Sherlock is public domain.
Anything
But
after?
after 1920, where he's a good human being, is not.
That's why most versions of Sherlock are mean.
Yeah,
To put it in FCC terms.
That's why they did kind of mean Benedict Cumberbatch. It's why Robert Downey Jr. was mean in his movies.
I didn't think
And
he
so-
was that mean in his. Like, with Robert Downey Jr.
I mean, it's just that,
he was more pompous.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one way to put
But,
it.
so it'll be interesting to see how they decide to do Kid Sherlock.
Yeah, so reading the article, it sounds like it's going to be like a Nancy Drew Hardy Boys crossover.
Oh my god.
That actually kind of sounds really interesting.
So basically, it's a young Watson moves into a neighborhood where he meets his neighbor, Sherlock Holmes, and they decide to investigate mysteries around their neighborhood involving a witch who somehow left buried treasure. And they get some other kids in the neighborhood to join in.
That sounds like, kind of reminds me of a mystery A to Z kind of thing.
Right?
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think this will be really interesting, especially for, the younger kids. I've always enjoyed the more, mystery solving shows when I was younger.
Yeah. I don't know. They say this has been in the works for a while, so it's not necessarily that they're riding off the Enola Holmes coattails.
Yeah.
But it's just a very interesting thing to see.
Yeah, totally.
I'm
sorry.
I was just going to say that I'm excited to see who the other kids are.
Right? Get some new British actors, I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
not even just that, but who they're going to take from the original Sherlock, or if they're going to create their own and make kids that are just running around and okay, Sherlock and John, you guys are kind of crazy, but I appreciate this.
Yeah.
I also, a small part of me wonders, are they going to make, Moriarty, an adult?
That would be weird.
That would be really weird.
I don't know if they would put Moriarty in this because that he's not going to be the main protagonist. Their whole thing
Yeah.
is trying to solve a mystery around a dead witch. I'm just wanting, here's what I need. Netflix, I need you to listen to me, okay? All right, we're going to get real serious right here. Mycroft needs to
Corey
be
being serious.
a very angry, angsty teenager.
Oh my god.
I need it to be Codename Kids Next Door teenager against the kids, okay? Netflix, give me this one.
Yes.
I have so many feelings about that.
Okay. So I know this isn't what we put in the notes, but I was reminded of this. Did you guys hear that the author of The Outsiders is refusing to let it be made into a graphic novel?
Huh.
What?
Yeah. So the author of The Outsiders is not allowing her book to be made into a graphic novel because she says it's, quote, not real literature. Like graphic novels are not real literature.
Oh, I thought she was saying that about her own book.
No.
That's
She's saying that
interesting.
about
Graphic novels are real literature.
Yeah,
are.
that was the thing that I saw floating around on the internet today. I was like, oh, that
Kind of ruins the mood, you know.
yeah.
But
I mean, there's so many books that got made into graphic novels.
I'm sure there's a Sherlock Holmes one too.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
multiple.
there is.
Yeah.
There is.
There's literally someone talked about it on, I don't remember which social media I saw it on, but they were just like, hey, there's like a ton of different animes for like books and TV shows that no one knew existed, i.e. supernatural anime. And like I think I did see a Sherlock Holmes one,
Yeah.
and oh my god, yeah, there's a supernatural anime. They do a lot.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of doing a lot, we are getting a Baldur's Gate 3rd game. Simon.
yes. So for those of you who don't know, Baldur's Gate is it's an older video game that came out around PS1, PS2 era. It was based off of a lot of the works by Gary Gygax, who is the person who created Dungeons and Dragons. So it has, the same, it's based in the same world, canonically, same world that he wrote, all that kind of stuff. And it's been a very long time since Baldur's Gate 2. I want to say it's been like 12 or 13 years, maybe. But we're getting Baldur's Gate 3, and the teasers and trailers for it show the Illithids, which are the mind flayers. It also has a lot more to do with the astral plane, so you're getting the Gith and the weird spacey stuff that comes out of there. So it's going to be really interesting because Baldur's Gate has heavily focused on the underworld and the demons and fiends and that kind of stuff. So I'm excited to see them turn to the skies this time.
Yeah. Started from the bottom.
Now we're here. Very good. Very good Drake reference. Thank you.
You're welcome. Molly, are you okay?
No.
I shouldn't have asked. You're
I'm
never
not.
okay.
Also,
Yeah.
because I don't know what that reminded me of, but it reminded me of something, and it was not Drake, unless somehow it's a Drake reference that I didn't realize was a Drake reference. Because that happens sometimes where I know a reference, but I don't realize what it's a reference to. I just know I just know the thing that was referencing the original. So sometimes I'll just be like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're also getting some stuff with Super Smash.
Super Smash Bros. Yeah, Smash Brothers Ultimate is what the name of the game is specifically. So this game is it's a fighting game, fighting style based game with characters from all across Nintendo's properties. Not just Nintendo, but characters from like Capcom and Sega as well. Well, we are getting DLC characters continuously, and this most recent one was Steve, the default skin character. Steve from the video game Minecraft.
There's also an Enderman.
You can play as an
Skit,
Enderman.
yeah.
You can play as a zombie.
Yeah.
You can play as Sports Steves.
Sports Steve.
One of my roommates is just really mad because the Enderman, it does not get bigger. It's the same height,
Oh.
Yeah.
so it's just really bad.
It's
in their
and
opinion.
it's but I have the game and I got the chance to play. Steve, and I don't know what it is, but Smash is notorious for making their joke characters overpowered as heck.
Yes.
This character literally can ruin somebody's day in 5 seconds. It's so bad.
Sounds like a Steve.
Yeah, not fun. It's not fun. It's also, the mechanics are really janky and way too technical. And, like, honestly, they should have put in, like, Crash Bandicoot, because his new game just came out recently. And I think that would have been a far better fit, honestly.
Yeah, because my roommate really likes, well, not really likes, but she's played Minecraft for a while, and so she was following all of this, and she was telling me about all that Steve could do, and I was just like, that sounds so dumb.
Yeah.
Why?
He can make a cart. You constantly on the stage have a crafting table.
Yep.
You mine for resources to use for certain moves. You can like have a flint and stone thing, or flint and steel thing, and set the ground on fire right where people are standing.
Yeah.
It sounds cool, but like it doesn't at the same time.
No. That's my thing, is it's just there are a lot of moving parts to this character, and I don't think that this was a very good move. I think they should have saved Steve for, like, the last DLC character in this pack, because it's like, oh, haha, look, this fun character, when they could have easily just been promoting other games that are coming out.
Exactly.
So.
They're taking money away from themselves.
Yeah.
And kind of going along in the video game segment, Kenzie, you want to talk about the new Xbox Series?
All I know is that Xbox Series sorry, frog in my throat. All I know is that the Xbox Series X, we're getting we're like a little under a month away now for its release date, which is November 10th. I haven't looked into kind of all the games that are getting released on it, but I know it's their newer console and a lot of people are getting excited for it, and I thought it'd just be a good kind of refresher that it is coming out in a month. So those looking for upcoming Christmas presents or whatnot.
Yeah.
Seems like a good idea.
A friend of mine, he was going to pre-order it, and it was so bad that, he went to, go to Best Buy to get it. And they're oh, we're not doing, in-store, pre-sales. We're not doing, pre-orders in-store. You have to go online. It was so bad, you could not, refresh the page for a long time because it would kick you to the back of the line. They had a line waiting online, and it was just insane to see that go through.
Yeah.
So
I've always been a Xbox/Microsoft fan, and Sony is also putting out PS5.
Yes.
But they're having some major issues back to back with PS5. First off, Microsoft bought Bethesda. We talked about that a while ago.
Yeah.
And that means that more Bethesda exclusives are going to be on Xbox. So we could be getting a new Fallout games, new Skyrim games that are exclusive to Xbox.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, this is my favorite thing. PS5, the name PS5 was already trademarked by somebody in India.
Oh.
So they're going through that, and
that's always fun.
I've also just heard that they've been having issues with their looks of their controllers.
Yeah.
And
just overall, Sony's been just eating it. They have not had a good time with the PS5. The only thing that's promising is the Demon's Souls reboot.
Yes.
Which looks good, and apparently it's literally exclusive to the PS5. You can't play it on anything else, which sucks. I really wanted to play it.
Yes. And kind of going from that, for a while, Spider-Man was actually exclusive for the PS systems.
Yes, it was.
And we have to debunk a little myth here. So this went out today. People thought it was confirmed that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were going to be in the new Spider-Man movie. It is not confirmed.
Yep.
So it's been confirmed that they're not, they haven't signed the contract yet. But from what it looks like, Tobey Maguire may have signed something to bring him into Doctor Strange.
Okay.
So it's not entirely impossible that these two will come together for the real, live action, that's the word.
Yes.
The live action Spider-Verse, which is trying to happen, and we'll see how that goes. But they're saying it may not be in time for Spider-Man 3, which apparently is going to come out before Doctor Strange 2.
Which
Okay.
makes sense to me,
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
because, I mean, I don't know. I think that it's, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what Spider-Man 3 specifically is going to be about because Jamie Foxx is back as Electro.
Yes.
And I don't know if there are any other villains in there. I know that MCU Marvel has a knack for making one villain,
Yeah.
Yes.
the main villain for every
However,
movie.
looking at Hype Beast, their article, they are saying that this project is going to expand its array of villains. So
Oh.
it looks like we're going to have Kraven the Hunter,
Yes.
Scorpion, Electro, and the Green Goblin.
Oh, so we're getting the Sinister Six.
I was
Yes.
gonna say, I can see where they would. So if somehow they do manage to get the 3 Spider-Men in time for this movie,
Yes.
I could see how they could theoretically tie them in.
Yeah.
Especially if Jamie Foxx, well, he is. Especially with Jamie Foxx reprising his role from Andrew Garfield's.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
it could be like, because what they're trying to do right now is connect all of the different universes.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see how they would be able to do that, especially with Doctor Strange
Yes.
as a character. But it would be so weird and hard.
Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin again.
Yes!
I feel like that's gotta be a no because he died. Remember,
Oh.
he died in the movie.
That's right.
Yeah, he did.
It's been forever since I've seen the original Spider-Man. Like that was my
James Franco is Green Goblin. He's the new
Yes.
Goblin.
James Franco is the new Green
Yes, so James Franco. No, Tobey Maguire is like my first celebrity crush.
Goblin. Yeah.
That makes sense.
No,
Tobey
that
Maguire's
makes
kind
a
of a
lot
cutie.
sense.
Mainly because he was delivering pizza.
Kind of a-
I mean, yeah, but
That's
like,
why?
I never had a celebrity crush on him. Like,
I mean, I also thought my dad was Ronald McDonald for a long time.
Wow.
Wow.
So
Fun fact. Real quick. This is a funny story. We're talking about like celebrity crushes when we were kids. My sister wanted to marry Michael Jordan because of the movie Space Jam.
I love it.
I love that.
I love that.
Up until she was about 8 years old.
Nice.
It's great.
Oh.
He had a wife in that movie. What the heck?
Hey,
her-
that doesn't mean anything.
Her mind was like, I could take that man.
Are we advocating for adultery here?
No.
Anyway, moving on. Talking about like films and shows and whatnot. Corey, would you like to take it away?
Yes. Okay. So yesterday, October 14th, Rooster Teeth dropped the Ruby Volume 8 trailer, and we don't have time to.
Volume 8, Volume 4.
Volume 8.
Your volume 4
Volume
written
4 is
down.
written on the notes. Either way, Volume 8.
Volume 8. Yeah.
That's a lot of
Anyway.
volumes.
That is a lot of
Yeah, we
volume.
don't even need to talk about all the controversy that Rooster Teeth is going through, but they dropped Ruby Volume 8 trailer, and it looks so good. So, spoilers for the last volume, I guess, if you haven't watched it. But basically, where we left off in Volume 7, Salem is about to take over Atlas. She has her sights set on the Atlas continent. I don't know how they want to describe that. They are never clear. But it looks like we're going to be seeing a lot more of our favorite villains. It was featuring Salem very heavily, along with Cinder, which we have not seen in a hot minute. I'm so excited, and I'm also very worried because my favorite character was featured a lot, and that usually means death flags. And I'm not ready for her to die. Because she's also based on Thor, who in legend dies during Ragnarok.
Oh yeah.
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 So, and this is basically end game. Like they're getting into the end of the Ruby story.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Finally bringing it to an end.
Yeah.
No.
Sad.
It's been going on forever.
Yes. It's one of Rooster Teeth's longest running shows. Not as long as Red vs. Blue.
Red vs. Blue has been around since what, 2008?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a hot mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good story. Just kind of went off the rails a few times.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm super excited for this. It comes out in a month,
Mm-hmm.
so I will be crying a lot next month.
Okay.
That's
good
fair.
to know.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
so
seasonal
it-
depression.
So it comes out in a month.
Yes.
You won't be crying with me while we hang out? Because my birthday's a month from today.
Oh.
Ooh.
Why would you be crying on your birthday?
That is a good question.
I mean, we'd be watching, like, sad TV shows.
Why on your birthday?
Because we want to feel something, Molly.
Watch a happy thing then.
Okay.
Yeah, like The Big Lebowski. Watch The Big Lebowski.
Or like
a
Oliver
great
and Company, which starts kind of sad but ends happy.
I love
Yes.
Oliver.
Well, we are going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we are going to be hopping into this week's Nerd Royale. Our topic, the best presenting food in media. We'll dive into more of what that means. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you all for watching. And as always, you nerd it here first.